Today, we will demonstrate Pramada's Playbook Creator in our AI Design Studio. The Playbook Creator is a straightforward wizard that enables organizations to set up their playbook by leveraging a contract template or a preferred contract. It expedites the creation of your first draft of a playbook. So let's get started. The first step involves uploading a template or a contract that you want to model the playbook after. We will upload our master service agreement template here. Moving on to the next step, we give our playbook a name, select that we will use this for negotiations with customers, and we explain our objectives and determine how aggressive or flexible we want to be. Let's opt for a balanced approach. Now it scans through the template, identifying key provisions such as assignment, data breach requirements, governing law, and so on. Typically, a template contains your most preferred positions. However, it does not include the reasoning behind these perspectives. This wizard begins to gather information from the user to help construct the best preferred and fallback positions for your organization. It asks questions like, what's the primary business objective of this provision? It provides a few choices, or you can input your own answer. For example, if we agree with the first option, preventing buyers from transferring, we can select that and move on to the next question. The wizard will then ask more questions based on the previous responses. For instance, what are the specific risks you want to mitigate? This process continues, helping to build a comprehensive playbook tailored to your organization's needs. What happens if it's omitted? In our case, it's mandatory to include this in our sales agreements. So answer number one is our choice. If the other party doesn't agree to comply, what internal approvals are needed? I'm not seeing our company's position, so I'll input my own response. General counsel approval is required. Moving on to more questions about our approval stance. In this instance, it's a company policy. Now we'll move on to additional questions. What's the business rationale for our standard around assignment notice? The rationale is to allow for proper vetting of the assignee before the contract transfer occurs. We can continue to answer these questions, or I can just instruct the system to answer the remaining questions on my behalf, assuming we're a technology company. It will then proceed to answer the questions, which I could have done individually. But for the sake of this demonstration, I'll let it play out. Once it has gathered the responses that help it understand our perspectives, it will generate a set of preferred and fallback positions for review. Now it's generating that for assignment. So let's give it a few seconds. All right. Once the process is complete, as you can see, it provides a detailed description. It covers the desired outcome in a negotiation around assignment, the implications of omitting this, and the necessary approvals. For every clause, like assignment notice, it extracts the standard clause from our template. Then it assembles a draft of our preferred positions, fallback positions, and restricted positions for each of those clauses. If this is satisfactory, we can proceed. However, if we wish to make any changes, we can do that as well. Let's quickly go through this and show you what happens at the end. If we fast forward through all of these provisions, at the end of these steps, it generates our playbook. This playbook is then saved in the system, allowing us to download it as a PDF and review everything. It also gets saved in the system for future reference, so if we need to make any adjustments later, we can always go back in and do that. So that's a brief overview of how Pramada's Playbook Creator works. Thank you.